My name is Leela and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to be making sesame balls. Now sesame balls are a great fried treat that are filled with a sweet red bean paste. Now the first thing that we need to do is we need to make our dough. Now the dough is made up of two types of flour. The first type is a sweet rice flour and then the second type is a regular rice flour. Now, both of these flours can be found at any Oriental grocery store. And the sweet rice flour sometimes goes by the names of glutinous rice flour and sweet rice powder. So when you go into the grocery store, just ask your local Oriental grocer if they have that type of flour. Most of them do. So let's go ahead and get started on our sesame balls. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix my sweet rice flour with my regular rice flour. And I'm just going to stir those up and mix those thoroughly together. Next I'm going to mix my sugar and my hot water. And I'm just going to stir until the sugar dissolves completely. And once my sugar has completely dissolved into my water, I'm just going to pour it into my flour mixture and just stir until it is thoroughly combined. And once it's thoroughly combined, it should have like this doughy, almost like cookie dough texture, just like this. So now we can go ahead and get ready to make our sesame balls. Now for the filling, I'm just going to use a canned sweetened red bean paste. This can usually be found in most of your Oriental grocery stores. So this is what we will use for the filling. Now to coat our balls, we just want to use the plain white sesame seeds that are untoasted. They're just plain white. And what I've done is I put them in a bowl like this, so that way when I go to coat them, I can just roll them in the seeds just like that. And now the one last thing that we need before we start making our balls is a bowl of warm water, because we're going to actually dip our sesame balls into the water and then into the seeds to coat them. So now let's go ahead and get started on making our balls. Okay, the first thing that I want to do to make my sesame balls is I want to flour my hand. And I want to make sure the palm of my hand right here has quite a bit of flour on it, because this dough is a bit sticky. And you can just use your regular rice flour for this. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take a small piece of our dough, just like that, and we're going to make it into a circle, just like this. And then what we want to do is just press down lightly with our thumb to make an indent there. And then we want to just cup this hand around the dough like this. And using our knuckle, and make sure it's floured because otherwise it'll stick to the dough, you just want to press gently, just like this, all around, so that you make an indentation here where we're going to put our filling is right in here. So now we can just go ahead and put about a teaspoon of our red bean paste right in the middle, like that. And then we want to slowly pull these sides up and around, just like this. And we're just going to pinch them off gently. And then once they're pinched off, we're going to flip this over and we're going to gently just roll it and pat it in our hand to form a ball. Now this takes a little bit of practice. We want to just make it into a ball shape without damaging the filling in the center. So you have to be very gentle with this dough and just kind of roll it and pat it just like that. And then once you have it into your ball shape, what we're going to do is we're just going to dip it into water really quickly like that, and then place it and roll it in our sesame seeds so that it gets coated with the sesame seeds. Just like that. Now keeping this ball shape is a little bit hard because again, like I said, the dough is a little soft, but just kind of pat it into your ball shape like that. And then you just want to pick it up and put it on a plate to be deep fried. And now you can continue rolling the rest of your sesame balls. And now here I've just poured about 4 to 5 cups of peanut oil into my wok, and I'm going to heat it on medium-low. Again, we don't want the sesame balls to cook on high because they'll get too crispy on the outside, so we want it between medium and medium-low heat. Okay, and after letting our oil heat up for about 6 minutes, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and add our sesame balls into the oil. And I'm just going to add them one at a time, just like this. And I'm only going to cook about 5 at a time. So go ahead and let them cook. And again, you don't want the oil to get too hot. You don't want them to brown too quickly. So you want to kind of keep it on low and let them cook for about 5 to 6 minutes. And once they are done, we can just remove them with a slotted spoon and place them on a plate lined with paper towels. And once your sesame balls are done, just let them sit for about 10 minutes to cool off and then serve and enjoy.